Fahrenheit
451.
It was a pleasure to burn. It was a special pleasure to see things eaten, to see things blackened, to see things changed. At least that's what our main character, Guy Montag, thought. Written by Ray Bradbury and published in October 1953, Fahrenheit 451 is a hot book. Guy is a fireman, and in this weird, messed up future, firemen don't actually put out fires, they start them. In this dystopian future, it is the sworn task of firemen to burn books. Which is kind of funny, because this is actually a book. The setting is the 24th century, and Guy is an ordinary guy. He burns books for his job. He goes home to his wife, has a normal life. But as we dive deeper into the first section, we discover that Guy is not happy. On his way home from firefighting one night, he runs into this girl named Clarice, who introduces the first conflict inside of Guy's mind, which is he really happy? Clarice asks him this upon their first meeting, and at first, Montag says, "Of course I'm happy." We discover, as the novel wears on, that he's not. Guy discovers that he really isn't happy, and his mind keeps going back to what Clarice asked him, "Are you happy?" Her face was like a snow-covered island upon which rain might fall. This is the way that Guy finds Mildred when he comes home, right after talking to Clarice. He finds his wife dead, lying in her bed. She's overdosed on sleeping meds. Guy knows this because he trips over her pill bottle that was full earlier. Later that evening, some men come and operate a machine, 2 machines actually. This machine was like a cobra, like a snake. So it pulled out all the old stuff and put in new stuff. Everything's fine the next morning when she wakes up. Actually, so fine, she doesn't even know anything happened. She looked up suddenly and saw him and nodded. "You alright?" he asked. His wife said, "I don't know why, I'm hungry." She doesn't even know anything happened. This society is crazy. Who would not care if they died last night and got revived? She has these gigantic televisions that are as big as a wall. They're actually a wall. She sits and spends all her time in front of them watching TV. Funny thing, none of us do that in this culture. Guy's beginning to open his eyes and realize that his life isn't actually making him happy.
So he gets to see Clarice the next day, and he had a really memorable day. You weren't expecting me. Hi, I'm Tyler.
And by the way, my name's Jake.
During Montag's time with Clarice, he had a revelation. This revelation was like mind-blowing. He's not in love. When Clarice was rubbing the dandelion under his chin, she said, "If it rubs off, you're in love." But it didn't for Montag. And he defends that he is in love. He said, "Yes, I am. I'm definitely in love. I have a wife. Why wouldn't I?"
A wife that totally lives in her own world. I don't think she really cares about him. Later that week, he gets a call with his fire crew to go and burn another house full of books. There's no lady there that would rather die with her books than have to live without them. And in the process of burning her house, a book is thrown at him, which Guy puts in his coat. This was a serious conflict when he came back home and he started reading the books that he had stolen. It's actually revealed to us that Guy has stolen lots of books that he's not supposed to have.
So after he gets home from burning this house with a lady inside of it, he is extremely rattled by this. Like, he just killed a woman. And this just propels him into the next stage of trying to understand why books are important. I wonder how many other people he might have killed, or the system of burning houses and having to burn books have killed before it really got to him. And I think maybe Clarice had something to do with that. Without Clarice opening his mind to what's going on, everything went over his head. But now, because of Clarice, it's kind of, he's focusing in on what's really important. The main takeaway is the Hearth and the Salamander is trying to get to the reader is Guy had to figure out how to critically think so that he could understand his environment and like what he's in.
There's a lot of things that you can draw from this section. People spend too much time watching TV. People forget about the outside world. People don't think about our own society in a weird way. We always think that we're the normal ones. In this novel, Ray Bradbury writes about a society where everyone thinks they're normal. At the beginning of this, Guy doesn't even question that he's normal, but he begins to start questioning if what he's doing is right. What is right and wrong? What is the meaning of life?
Oh, hi, Mark.
The Hearth and the Salamander highlights the value of critical thinking, but it never promises answers. It just opens a door. It's just his ideas put in a book. He's allowing you to interpret as the reader.